Hey guys, this is the Garmin Venu 2 Plus smartwatch, which was released just recently in January 2022. In this video we will be covering the price, unboxing, the main hardware aspect and a guide to get you started. Let's start with the unboxing. The box is very similar to what Garmin does currently with all of the smartwatches. Currently they don't anymore print any of the features on the box, so let's get into the unboxing. So in the box we have the smartwatch, and there should be a charging cable and some documentation. So this is the charging cable, the same one which Garmin has been using for quite some time now. Then we have the Venu 2 Plus manual. I'll leave a link into the manual down below in the description. Then we have some important safety and product information and the watch itself. Price for this Venu 2 Plus is currently $449. Comparing that to the Venu 2, which was released in April, the Venu 2 costs $350. That also has an AMOLED screen and it has most of the hardware, but what this has added is the voice features. Then if we compare the Vivoactive 4, which was released a couple of years ago, that costs only $190. For current prices, check the links in the description. Comparing to the Vivoactive 4, that has most of the functionality what the Venu 2 has, but the screen is transflective, so it's not an AMOLED screen, so you don't get the vibrant colors. The main hardware aspects: this watch does come with a 1.3-inch AMOLED screen, which is 416 x 416 pixels. Comparing that to the Venu 2, it's the exact same specs, and they both are touch screens as you would expect. The battery life on this Venu 2 Plus is up to 9 days in smartwatch mode. Comparing that to the Venu 2, it has 11 days in smartwatch mode. For Vivoactive 4, it has up to 8 days in smartwatch mode. But the battery life is pretty good. The case materials are, for the bezel, this is stainless steel, and there's also a stainless steel back cover. The rest of the case here is fiber reinforced polymer, so basically that's plastic, and the straps are 20mm quick release bands. This can be exchanged. This device does have 3 buttons. So there's a start and stop button, and then there's a back button, and the third button is by default the voice assistant and the voice functionality, but you can configure that for other use cases as well. The case size for this one is 43mm and it's 12mm thick. Comparing that to the Venu 2, which is 45mm, and the Venu 2S, which is 40mm, so this is right there in the middle. Seiko 5 sport watch, this case size is pretty much the same size. It's very close. Seiko 5 in case size. The thickness of the Seiko 5 is it's a slightly thicker, and of course it's a lot heavier. This is very light. Considering that this fits very nicely as which you can wear with a dress shirt, this one does as well. It fits under a shirt. Main new hardware which came with this model, which you are paying around $100 extra for, the microphone and the speaker, voice assistant features, and you can take voice calls. The watch doesn't have LTE, so you do need your smartphone in range. You can make a call using this speaker and the microphone on this device. It has all the music features and the Garmin Pay features as the Venu 2 and the Vivoactive 4. Store up to 650 songs. Which is also rated at 5 ATM, so it's swim proof. Has all the sensors which you could hope for: GPS, GLONASS, Galileo. Has the wrist-based heart rate monitor, which also does the pulse ox feature, the blood oxygen saturation. The gyroscope, accelerometer, meter, has barometric altimeter. Comparing to an Epix, this has most basic functionality as on the Epix, but Epix of course has the maps on it, multi-sport functionality. If you're interested in the Epix, I will leave a link to unboxing of the Epix at the end of the video. You keep in mind that the Epix costs more than the price of this Venu 2 Plus. It doesn't have the voice assistant features. So you started with the watch. So to power on the device, hold down the topmost button. You do need Garmin Connect installed, so let's do the setup on the phone now. You could do it on an Android as well, ports both. When you have the Garmin Connect app installed and a profile created there, you can go from more down to Garmin devices. Device, select your language, so you do need to use the touch screen to select your language. Let's go with English. Let's put it in mode. Download Garmin Connect, and now we can press on add device. Immediately found the device. Select connected. Give me a code, I'm entering that. Saying completing setup of your Venu 2 Plus device. Watch to display your iPhone notifications, yes. Venu 2 Plus device as your preferred activity tracker, yes, let's do that. Saying setup complete, let's press on next. The bedtimes, that's it from my previous settings. Receive notifications between these times. Oh, and next will be weird one. The right wrist for goals. That later, so let's skip this one. We need to sync the device. Let's press on sync now. That the Garmin of the screen, it's timing out the screen, so that's something which you can adjust. There is an always on mode with this AMOLED screen. It will use more battery. To adjust that, you can hold the back button, go down to settings, go down to system. Here we have the display settings, so we can set, for example, not during activity, timeout. We can set always on. That of congratulations on your new Venu 2 Plus. There's the music, Garmin Bay, voice assistant, Connect IQ, and Garmin Coach features. Configure. If you want to start an activity, press the start button, then you can select your favorites. Let's just select run and treadmill. Then let's scroll down and accept. Now let's select run and then click the start button. Then you can press the top button to stop. And now it's saving that activity. We can use the widgets by just scrolling up or down. So for example, the weather widget, we can interact with it and then we can scroll through. If you found this video helpful, please do consider subscribing for future content. If you're interested in the Epix, go check out this unboxing of the Epix next. Thanks for watching.